Mon, at this point, we'll be talking to a resident of Olympic Heights to tell us more about this tragedy. And thank you for coming on to the big story tonight, Mr. Dwight Santos.
Hi, Ma'am Steph. Good evening,
Good
and
evening.
thank you for having us.
Dwight, I'm also with News 5's Mon Gualvez, who was able to interview some residents and a relative of the residents who are now confined in hospital. Now, I'd like to ask, before we go to the fire itself, may fire insurance po ba ang inyong asosasyon?
Ano po, as a resident, hindi rin kami masyadong privy sa ganyan, but I would assume meron sila dapat. And from what I've heard, yung unit owners of the individual units, supposedly dapat meron din silang yearly fire insurance, which is separate from the entire building.
But sa association dues, hindi nyo po nakikita yung mga ina-itemize yun eh. Na,
On our end, hindi po kasi we're renting. So tenants po kami
I see.
sa unit. So a big percentage din po kasi nung nakatira dyan are just renting.
So tell us about your experience on that day. 9 days ago na po.
Yes, correct. 9 or 8 days. So medyo traumatic po pero so as a resident, I'm here to share at least our point of view and sa mga nakausap namin. So on that day around 7 a.m., we woke up to the smell of smoke, not any sound or alarms. And akala namin we left a charger or any appliance. So chinek namin, groggy pa from sleep. When we opened our door to the living room, puno na siya ng smoke. So we started looking around. Pagbukas ng front door, there was a wall of black smoke na pumasok into our unit, which immediately you can feel it in your eyes na mahapdi, hindi mo mabuksan yung mata mo. Pumasok siya sa nose and throat namin na you can't even speak. So nagbukas kami ng bintana.
Ganun po yung
Yes.
epekto. You cannot speak agad
Yes.
kahit na sandali. I'm sure sandali nyo lang binuksan ang pintuan.
Yes po. Siguro 2 seconds maximum kasi nakakatakot po eh. Pag by black smoke pumasok, sinarada namin agad. We tried to open more windows, open the electric fans para lang lumabas. And nagkulong kami sa master's bedroom para at least may protection. We brought in our pets doon. And parang we started calling our friends on the group chat. Ano ba yung nangyayari? Baka makahingi ng tulong. And same din yung experience ng neighbors namin at the top floor. Sila
How
yung nasa
long
ICU
were you in
right
the
now.
building po? How long were you trapped in
Before
your...
you were evacuated?
Yeah.
Yes. So I only know from when I woke up, may smoke na. But we were there from morning up to around 1 or 2 p.m.
What?
Yes. And I am sure may mga nagsasabi, ba't di kayo bumaba ng fire escape? And some of the people nakababa po, especially sa lower floors. Kami, we are on the 24th floor.
Oh
but
my.
also we were worried na yung kung ganun po yung effect ng smoke in 2 seconds, paano po kung nag-pass out kami sa fire escape? Or madulas kami, wala kaming makita. Kasi doon sa group chat, nakikita namin, pati daw fire escape, puno-puno na smoke, hindi sila makalabas.
So in the end, parang tama yung decision nyo to just stay put. Kung hindi, baka
Yes.
nasa ospital kayo ngayon.
Yes po. Tinry lang namin as much as possible na takban ng wet towels, yung door gaps, magtakip ng wet clothing para lang hindi malanghap lahat ng usok. Pero even then, madami kaming nalanghap in that 4-5 hours there.
Actually, yung mga na-hospital, Ces and Sir Dwight, mga nagstay lang din sila sa unit, pero yun nga, because of the long hours na nagstay sila doon, yun yung dahilan kaya sila na-hospitalize. Pero Sir Dwight, I think another reason din is yung smell, di ba? Yung amoy ng smoke, kaya nahihirapan talaga din kayo in just 2 seconds na sinasabi mo kanina. Pero ngayon, naglabas ho ng statement, yung management, yung administration. What's your response
Yes.
to that, sir? I think ngayon lang sila nag-release ng ganitong klaseng message to the residents.
Correct. So, actually, yan po yung when I was talking to the other residents affected, ang gusto lang sana namin is communication lang po muna. This is a good first step. Medyo delayed po. Lampas na ng isang linggo. May mga neighbors kami na nasa 2 million pesos na po yung hospital bills. And halos wala kaming naririnig na communication aside from nililinis po yung condominium. Hindi po siya ideal yung sinabi nila, pero again, for us, first step po siya. Kung meron po tayong matulungan, kahit hindi lahat, then sana po matulungan nila, especially yung mga hardest hit. Maswerte pa kami na nakakalakad kami, nakahanap kami na matitirhan. Pero paano po yung nasa ICU pa rin hanggang ngayon? Paano po yung mga nawalan ng gamit, trabaho, wala pong pera para makalipat? Ano po yung gagawin para doon?
May, last na lang for me,
Go ahead,
Mrs.
Mon.
Meron bang pinrovide sa inyo at least matutuluyan in replacement pansamantala dito ho sa condominium na to? Kasi nga, displaced lahat. Imagine more than a week now at hindi pa rin kayo makabalik ho doon sa pinaka-units po ninyo.
Yes, wala pong pinrovide. If you imagine, siguro if it's fully occupied, around 600 people po ang capacity ng condominium or more. Wala pong pinrovide. Ang nakita lang namin na closest to this is may discount po sa nearby Richmond Hotel. Ang mga temporary living assistance po actually galing sa Eastwood community. Neighbors din po. Na yung iba nag-shelter sandali, iba nagpo-provide ng short-term na very low rental, yung mga ganyan po. Pero yun, sa experience ko po, hindi ako makapagsalita for everyone, pero wala kaming natanggap na gano'n.
Sa tingin niyo po, may pananagutan ba ang mga nasa board of trustees ng inyong asosasyon?
Meron po silang accountability. Sila po yung entrusted with the management and ownership of that tower. So, I'm not a lawyer, pero at the very least po, they owe it to the residents and the homeowners na ano ba yung dapat gawin. Secondly, yun nga po, yung mga nasaktan, na-injure, and reportedly may nag-pass away po, kailangan po meron maging dialogue. Ano po yung gagawin doon?
So yung sabi niyo renter kayo, how long is your lease contract, sir?
We've been renting since 2022 and dapat may contract pa kami up to 2028. Pero because of what happened, well, thankfully, cooperative naman po yung aming broker and landlord. Hindi na kami makakatira doon kasi because of the traumatic experience.
Right. And did you try to go back? Kamusta naman po? Livable pa ba ang building? Kasi it will take time for all those toxic fumes to subside.
So yung last time po na bumalik kami, you can only go to the condo 10 minutes at a time. Kasi toxic pa po talaga. And tinry po namin kumuha ng essentials, yung mga valuables like passports, yung mga ganyan. Pero at the 10-minute mark talaga, Ma'am Ses, Sir Mon, nahihilo na po kami nung time na yun and nakamask pa kami. So toxic po talaga siya.
Okay, ngayon po, if I may ask, how many are you living in your unit and kamusta naman ang inyong kalusugan ngayon?
So kami po, dalawa lang kami ng wife ko and our 4 cats. Kaka-check up lang namin sa doktor. Medyo na-trigger po yung aming asthma. But again, we were luckier. Yung side namin on the tower, less po yung smoke. But the side yung sa D
Kabila.
and C, doon po talaga yung tinamaan ng malala.
Kamusta yung mga pusa po? Hindi nyo nabanggit.
Opo. So far, okay naman
Your
po
pets are
sila.
good.
Medyo inuubo-ubo. Pero thank you for... Nandito po, katabi ko, natutulog lang.
Okay, so ano po kaya ang maibabahagi niyong leksyon sa mga kapwa Pilipino na nakatira? Marami na tayo ngayon na nakatira sa kondo. So ano
Yes,
pong what can we learn from this?
Well, from yung experience po na to, I guess the first thing is start asking your building association and the property management kamusta po talaga yung disaster preparedness nila. Iba po kasi ang mga fire safety drill sa totoong buhay, sa na-experience po namin.
But
But the other...
sorry to
Yes,
interrupt.
po.
I just want to ask, meron bang safety drill po sa Olympic Tower?
Na ginawa.
So quarterly, there is a fire safety drill. And during that time, maririnig nyo naman po yung fire alarm. But yun nga, during the time na nandun kami, binuksan namin yung pinto, wala po kaming narinig. I do not know what yung case was for that. Pero kasi kung malakas po yung alarm, nagising po kami.
Yeah.
Kung hindi kami nagising doon, baka hindi na kami nagising talaga.
Oo nga, baka puro usok nang nalanghap ninyong you're still lucky. Pero to continue po, if you can share what other condo dwellers can learn from your experience.
Yes, actually, a good friend actually talked to us earlier. Start asking both the building and your landlord about fire insurance. Accident po talaga, emergency po yan, hindi natin mapipredict kailan mangyari. But the insurance will help a lot if you are the owner, kasi at least mare-repair, masasalvage nyo pa yung condo nyo. And for the tenants, it's benefit for you when you get displaced, lose your ability to work, or
Yeah.
get hospitalized.
Right.
And lastly po, important din po na makihalubilo within your community. Malaking tulong po yung mga taga-Eastwood. Sila yung nag-show up po sa ground floor, may dalang tubig, may dalaw po silang wipes and cat litter para sa mga pusa namin. Para tulungan kami, punasan sila, para makainom ng tubig. And even yung emotional support po, na during the crisis, malaki po yung effect.
Oh, that's good to hear. Better cooperation from the community rather than from your association.
Opo.
Sorry to say.
Sana po, di ba, parang in a perfect world, perfect response yung building admin. But as people po, in a crisis, sabi nga ng friend ko, pagiging tao po yung kailangan.
Yes.
Actually, kung wala po yung mga friends namin nung time na yun, akala po ng firefighters wala ng tao sa floor namin. So na-message pa namin sila, uy, nandito pa kami, hindi pa kami nare-rescue. Kaya may bumalik po.
I'll add one to that,
Yes,
sis. Kasi
go ahead, Boy.
during ng fire incident na yun ang sinasabi din ng mga fire rescuers, that time mga volunteers, na hindi identified kung sino ba yung may mga senior citizen. I think it's also a lesson sa mga management ng mga condominium to at least identify kung may senior citizen dito, may infant, to prioritize if ever.
They should have been on the scene.
Exactly.
Oo, wala. Wala, Dwight.
I cannot say for sure, pagbaba po namin, medyo
Magulo
po
na
kami,
isip.
traumatized. Bumaba po kami ng all 24 floors, inhaling smoke. So, hindi
Nakaasa
na
lang-
namin na-observe.
How were you rescued, by the way? And where did you pass? Binigyan ba kayo ng oxygen or masks or anything nung mga firemen?
So, thankfully, nagkaroon kami ng time mag-pack, nilagay namin sa carriage yung cats. And then, nung na-message namin yung friends, yung team leader po ng fire brigade, okay, akyatin na daw kami. Kumatok po sila, nandito po yung fire brigade. For some reason, wala din po silang mask. Lahat po sila.
Wow!
Wala din silang oxygen. So, hindi ko na po alam kung bakit kulang din po sa yung funding nila or equipment. Pero
You mean
sobrang-
nalanghap rin ng mga nagre-rescue yung toxic
Kaya nga.
fumes?
Yes po. Lahat po sila. And saludo po kami. Inakyat nila yung lahat ng 29 floors na yun pabalik-balik para lang ma-rescue kaming lahat. So binaba nila kami, binuhat nila yung gamit namin. Kami may mask pa kami, sila wala po.
Binigyan nyo sana.
Siguro pinrioritize
Last
sila.
na po
Pinrioritize.
Oo.
Oo nga eh. But that is also very pertinent information kasi our firefighters should be equipped.
They're risking
Yes
their
po.
lives.
Yeah. Well,
Yes po.
Dwight, we thank you so much for coming to the show, sharing your experience, and we hope, are you living in the condo now?
No, nakitira lang po kami sa friend. Wala pa kaming
Na-trauma
matitira
na.
at the moment.
Pero hindi naman kayo na trauma na tumira sa condo ulit.
We don't know yet po. We'll see. We're taking it a day at a time.
Yes.
All right, so thank you for coming on to the show and keep us updated on the
Thank you for
developments.
having us.